What's happening? Okay, had a really sharp practice in there. I think the guys understand how important it is to be on top of your business and understand your role in every play and being diligent about knowing the details of these game plans. So really pleased with the work the guys put in, and then we'll get another walkthrough tomorrow and jump on the airplane. And excited about this opportunity. With that, I'll take any questions.
And what's the story with Denzel?
Yeah, just something with his knee. He was limited. I don't really have an update past that.
Practice today?
Yes.
What'd you see out of Grant? I saw you guys rolled out Grant. Just not ready yet? Or?
Yeah, just coming along. Just all part of the rehab process. Part of that process is getting out there on the practice field and getting through individual and getting through some team periods. But he's trending in the right direction. He's progressing really well, so we'll see.
So no setback?
No. Nope.
Just with Denzel, I mean, you guys have been able to roll so many good defensive backs in there and just kind of keep it going. Can you just address how you guys are nice and deep back there?
Yeah, with all these positions, Mary Kay, at certain points in the season, you're counting on everybody. Really at every single position, I think you could go up and down our roster. So guys know that their number could be called after the first play, after the 50th play. They have to stay ready.
Been a silver lining in some respects that you've had to play the Ronnie Hickmans and you've had to play the D'Anthony Bells, and they're ready to roll.
Yeah, I think there's, I've told the team we're better off for everything we've been through, and that includes getting young players in there and getting them reps, which, as you know, sometimes it's hard to do. It's sometimes hard to get a guy on the field, and you get through the entire season, and he didn't play very much. But we've had guys that have had to play quite a bit, and I think that serves you well.
Amari hadn't practiced in a while. How do you look today in his first day back?
Good. Yeah, look like Amari.
100%.
Still in the protocol. So he's out this week, and we'll just, as you know, with all of those, with any type of concussion, we'll just continue to treat it and listen to the doctors.
Kevin, do you anticipate Bobo being his regular self, or is he still restricted?
I don't know that he's restricted, but he's still coming off of that. I thought it was awesome to get him in the game last week and ease him into it. Looks really good in practice, so it's really based on how he's feeling.
How's Derek with his the back injury?
Yeah, he battles like crazy. He's a very tough kid, so he looked good.
Is something that you guys, take right up to pregame warm up, or is it?
I don't have an update. I don't know. We'll see.
You're out for return kicks for you, said
Potentially. Yeah.
With Grant out and one questionable, how important are the roles of guys like Ronnie Hickman and D'Anthony Bell going to be in this playoff game?
Yeah, like we've talked about, Cam. Those guys have played. They've played well. We trust them. We trust Duron Harmon. These are guys that have given us great reps. And, so much of playing in the back end is being great communicators and playing off of each other. And I think those guys do that well.
With how good Miles has been all year long, is there still another level for him to take himself when you get to the playoffs?
Yeah, as you know, with potential, you never reach it. It's just so there's always he and all of our players. And, yeah, there's another level that he certainly can hit.
Did Denzel have to leave practice today?
He was limited.
He finished the practice, but he was limited.
He was limited.
You guys haven't had a ton of playoff experience. Does this feel different during the week when you're preparing for a playoff game in practice?
It shouldn't. These weeks are, that's part of the messaging of these games. You understand that it's a one game season, but you also have to go back to your process and go back to what got you there and go back to your preparation. So much of this week has felt very normal in that regard.
With with Martin and with Greg, if it comes down to those two guys, how well have they both been playing for you?
Yeah, have given us great reps. MJ throughout the season, has been outstanding. Greg playing inside and outside has been outstanding. So really pleased with where those guys are.
Earlier today, Scott Peters said that he expected both pass rushers from Houston to play. Turns out they did practice today for first time. So does the uncertainty, how does it affect your preparation?
Well, they're very, very good edge rushers. I have a ton of respect for how they play. They're tough. So it's going to be a tough battle regardless of who's in there. But you study all of their guys because you go into these games, you're not quite sure sometimes who's going to play. So you study everybody on the roster. You want to have a very good understanding of how each guy wins in their pass rush.
You guys have talked about season and want to know mentality. In this scenario, because this season is just postseason is just one of them. Does that seem like it's helped these guys, especially who haven't been through playoff experience?
Yeah, I don't know. That's just kind of how we deal with every single week, and because as you guys know, every game's a huge game, and every game feels like it's the biggest game of your life because it is. So we just treat every game as such, and we make sure we fill that bucket up with everything we possibly can from a preparation standpoint. So that doesn't change.
Nice for David Bell to come through with some big plays for you last week as he heads into a game. He's probably going to get more reps and time.
Yeah, he's done a nice job really all season long for us in his role. Obviously, as you know, there's only so many footballs to go around. So sometimes there's guys that do a great job for you, but doesn't show up necessarily in the stat sheet. So he's a guy that we have a ton of trust in. He does what he's supposed to do every time. Okay, thanks, guys.